I'm on eBike shop and we've had a pretty manic week these last couple of weeks, but I thought I'd take a little bit of time to do a video about the brand new Haibike Trekking SL. It's a new model for this year from Haibike. It's an all-round bike, so it's not a mountain bike, it's not a race bike, it's what we call a hybrid. It's a bit of an in-betweener. It comes under the trekking orientation, so mainly for the road. You can do light bridle waves, paths down by the river and stuff as well, but it is built for comfort and long distances in the saddle. So you can see the geometry of it. It is a typical trekking frame. Again, with Haibike, this is all hydroform, so it's really nice quality. The welding is beautiful on it. On this one, it's like a matte finish. It's not shiny, it's not a gloss finish, but it's not completely matte. I call it satin. It looks really smart in the flesh, much better than in the pictures actually. Again, on this, we've got the internal cable routing for all the cables, so stops all the snags, neatens the whole bike up, looks really nice. So on this model we've got bigger wheels as you would expect on a trekking bike. These are 700Cs, they're alloy double wall rims, really good quality, very lightweight, super strong. Shimano hub at the front. This is actually a dynamo hub, so it will power the lights front and back when you're going along. The lights will stay on for a few minutes as well when you stop, so once they've generated a little bit of charge, if you stop at traffic lights or anything like that, they will stay on, so you're not dimmed out or invisible to other road users. To grip into the floor, they've used the new Schwalbe Energizer Tour tyres. These have got a puncture protective lining in. They're specifically made for e-bikes, so they're pretty solid. The tread lasts ages on them, but very resistant to punches as well, and they can handle the extra weight and a speed of a pedelec. So at the brakes, we've got German again, Magura MT2 hydraulic disc brakes, really low maintenance, very simple, loads of stopping power on there. You don't have to clean them, you don't have to do anything to them. The pads last about 3 times as long as a normal V-brake pad, but with much better stopping performance on them. This model we're offering in a gents and a ladies version, or what we call a unisex. It's not particularly a ladies, but it's easier to get your leg over. So there is a slight drop in the frame. You can see the pictures on our website. We've got it here in stock today. It's not your traditional sort of low step U frame. It is a slight drop, so it looks really smart as well. It is quite modern looking. They've actually finished this off really well. You've got all the components that you can need on it. You've got a comfy saddle as standard, comfy grips on there. It comes as standard with the lights, as we've already mentioned. Pannier rack on the back. You've even got a pump built into it, a stand on there. It's really practical. So I mean, all we'd really sell with this bike is maybe a lock and a helmet. It's got most of the bits on it. The front forks are a traditional trekking fork. These are a magnesium body, so they're really lightweight. They have got a remote lockout on them up on the handlebars here, so obviously if you're climbing, you don't want to lose any energy through the front end at all. You can lock them off remotely, so it's easy, and it does conserve some of your energy, but obviously they are comfortable. If you're going over any sort of bumpy back roads, you can unlock it and have all the comfort there. The gearing on this one's really special. This is a little bit different. It's from SRAM. They've built a 3-speed hub, so you've got 3 gears, and then they put a 9-speed block on it, so you've actually got 27 gears. It's one of the only Bosch powered electric bikes that has 27 gears, so for a trekking model that's doing long distances, really nice ratios there. Big range of gearing to get you up and down the hill. So as with every Haibike, this is a Bosch powered e-bike, so this has got the classic plus system on there. It's tried and tested, it's absolutely bulletproof. You notice Haibike have actually inverted the motor up by 280 degrees. It's really solid in the frame, it's tucked up out the way, gives loads of ground clearance. You know, some of these other trekking bikes that are underswung, it's really close to the road, picks up all the rubbish off the front wheel. I think it looks much neater up this way, and Haibike are one of the only manufacturers that do this. The power pack on this one, it's actually a 400 watt pack. Now, considering the whole bike comes in just under 2.5k, it's a really good spec for a German chassis. I mean, there's nothing else that really comes close to it in terms of quality and price. And I was really surprised to see the 400 watt pack on there. I thought it would be the 300 to compensate some of the costs for these other components on it. The 400 pack obviously is their biggest battery pack. The range is really good on there, so on paper Eco is going to give you about 120 miles, up to Sport, which is looking about 30-40 miles. Realistically, if you're a bigger rider doing some hills in there, maybe have a bit of wind against you, you're not going to do 120 miles, let's face it. But the range will self-adjust on the display as you're riding along. The average rider in average conditions, I'd say on eco, could go up to about 80, but I have had customers that can do over 100 on eco quite nicely. That's for more flattish riding, but it can be done. So overall, it's a really good bike, and it's the first time we've done one of the Haibike trekking models in the UK, and I think it's going to go down really well, particularly with the price point on there. It allows people to jump up to the German build for not a lot more than some of the other bikes, and I think the spec really talks for itself anyway. I suggest if you want to go on our website, the pictures of the gents and ladies are on there, all the specifications there, there's reviews, there's write-ups on our blog, there's loads of information on there about Bosch as well. Better still, give us a call, make an appointment, you come down, you can have a go on these bikes. They're in stock today, so if you want to come down, you know, we can talk you through the range, take you out for a spin, make sure everything's set up accordingly for you, and we can go from there.